everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. When we last left off, we were trying to figure out who the heck the fifth person in the omnibus was, and we're thinking it was this girl here who Magnus McGilded, I think, was covering for, or maybe just trying to keep her... I don't know, she's a kid. She's like 15 or something, so maybe he was just trying to be a good guy and keep her from getting arrested. I don't really know. But it turns out that she was the one that they saw from the skylight with blood on her hands, I think. And at this point, it looks like she did it. Don't know the motive, don't know how they're related, but hopefully we find that out. And we find out who the heck this girl is, first and foremost. The weird thing to keep in mind, and that's just like bothering me, is that someone tampered with the omnibus, I'm pretty sure. Because when we looked at it before, I don't think the bloodstain was on the ground. And also the compartment under the seat, I could have sworn had a bunch of garbage in it, like a jug and some other crap. So I don't know who messed with it. It must have been when she threw the smoke grenade. But it's like they're trying to get it to, I don't know, better reflect what he's saying happened, or what they're saying happened with him being on the ground and then being moved to the seat. Because before it didn't look like, I don't think there was blood on the ground. It also looked a lot brighter than the blood on the seat. So that's also what leads me to think it's not real. But I don't know. So hopefully we find out today. I don't mean to ramble. I just like to hypothesize. But I wanted to say real quick, thank you guys so much for your continued support of the series. I hope you're still having fun. And let's find out who the heck this girl is. I don't know what voice to give her, but we'll figure it out. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, and to cross among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. What?
This girl here? A petty thief!
Maybe she lives in the compartment of the omnibus, I don't know.
Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question! Oh! Whoa! Ah! How dare you! What is the meaning of this?
Oh, she's freaking left.
Ah! The girl! She's gone!
Open your eyes! Oh! Oh, does she have an accent too? I'm over here!
Good gracious! How?
What was the point in that little sidestep?
I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it?
No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast... Nice.
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
Well, let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best.
Ah! Do not wave that thing in my direction again!
Friggin' Zeke's is like, what the hell? So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question? Aw. 'Tis alright, lass. You can tell him the truth now.
Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said.
Irishman?
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
Alright, if I have to.
Aw, kind of feel bad for her. Witness testimony, what the girl saw.
So I snuck inside a carriage before they hooked up their horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out me skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
A loud bang? Yes, he let you go.
I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. I mean, he was sleeping on the seat. She can't kill someone from inside the seat. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself.
I think a demonstration is called for.
This is where I was sat that night.
And the cubby hole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I had parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Ah,
So you see, that's why I lit the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord, not at all. What? I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
My goodness.
What a perfect gentleman.
My lord, this fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir.
Yeah, not guilty. Okay, but don't end the trial. I need to know who did it.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Boom shakalaka. Oh, wait, was that good?
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leading to a verdict of not guilty.
Wait, I need to know what happened that night. Hold on.
Mr. Naruhodo, this, well, it must mean
It must mean what?
that we're victorious.
But it's not over. We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Yeah, thank you. Oh, what the hell? Get your foot off the desk, bitch! If this sight of my iron-haired Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. Where are your manners? This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. Emotion? The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. Yeah, I would assume. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
Good lord!
The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilded's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under their seat. What? I mean, yo, if I hadn't checked it earlier, I wouldn't have known, but it definitely has.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Council?
Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend? Huh? Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be? Yo, it was full. Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. Oh, come on, dude. Do not expect me to lie for you.
Well, Council, do you have something to say on this matter?
Yeah, all these accents are hurting my throat. Let me take a sip of water. How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? I didn't look. It wasn't empty. I'm going to stick to the truth here. Whatever. I don't know what they're trying to pull on me right here and now. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as a counsel for the helping my cause as counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, Council?
Alright, be whisked! What are you saying now, you daft dog? I thought you were on my side here. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie for you, bitch. What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? My task is to find the truth, man. I don't know about you, but... Deep breath. As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Yeah, I ain't a liar, man. Interesting. Bro, calm down. 'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken? No! Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think. The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that the omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo, isn't that irresponsible?
Debatable.
That money-lending fleecer and the pick purse are lying.
Oh, wow, okay. We're just gonna go back now? Cool. Ah! I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The seeking rich are always stinkers. Sorry, I messed up your voice, bro. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them. I can't talk. The lot of them. What? Oh, no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Yeah, but he's crazy. I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him. Quite so. I must concur here. Okay, one guy's word is gonna change all y'all's opinions. This is not good. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. Bro, don't sweep your hand at me. I don't need it. Unless you're dusting. My lord, I humbly exhibit the skills of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Damn.
Thank you, counsel. I can see this clear. Well, I mean, I guess they're behind him, so maybe he can't. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination.
Yeah, anyone else want to lie to me today?
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. Got whiplash. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Yeah, Zeke'sy boy, I'm looking at ya. Alright, I'm ready. What the girl saw. Stuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a run idea, isn't it? Or isn't it?
Isn't it? I'm like putting proper speaking into their accents. I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense.
Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passages at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace riding for free.
The red conch of a driver always goes from some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself in under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
I don't know what accent I'm giving her now, but your hiding place is a storage compartment. Full of equipment for the coach, no? Nothing to say? Oh.
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much.
And yet, according to the reports filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
Huh. Seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue?
Okay. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for my troubles that night.
Hold it!
A waste of time? Why is that?
Well, most nights I'm on my own and the God permit at least some of the time.
I beg your pardon? Did you say God permits?
Oh yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while.
And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away?
That's it. Only that night,
there was a body.
this cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin.
Yeah. Right, mister?
To be sure, I was as shocked as anyone. And you don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you?
Huh. So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then.
I don't know, man. I tell you, you can't see a blind thing in the hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Hold it!
I mean, I would imagine. So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all.
Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with me head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle.
I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher.
I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see? So, most of the time, the passages plan themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head.
And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in the small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. But it's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Obstin's choice.
Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then?
I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it.
Okay. Then after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped on my skin, I did, and the scream just came out.
Hold it!
A bang? When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor?
It could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump.
And you let out a scream involuntarily.
That's right, and then I felt the cushion over my head get lighter all of a sudden.
Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim. Yes. Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not?
Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
Yeah, I saw it. I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butchers while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up, the bloke would have fallen on the floor on the seat opposite. That matches Mr. McGilded's account, of course. But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should have never have risked looking.
It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
Hold it!
Huh. And when Mr. McGilded discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place.
I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all.
Next to the victim, Mr. Mason?
Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. And then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. How awful. Both of me hands got me covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. Okay. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct?
He asked me some stuff. I wanted to know my name and what I was up to and that. And then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed.
Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later."
Huh.
All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would clinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Okay. He said it was like on the one statement, right? It's pitch in there. After a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped on my skin, I did, and the scream just came out. Swell found me. Let me see. Cause of death is a stab wound. He fell on her and she got blood on? I don't understand that part. Huh. Defendant was wearing the blood stain on the right glove. Is it something about the carriage? I open the door, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... Open sesame. So it's pitch black in there, apparently. Okay, I mean, it's a possibility. I don't see any holes or anything. Are there candles in here? There's like lights outside. I mean, there's a light right there. Huh. It's weird that blood got on the seat. You know what I mean? Like, he was stabbed in the abdomen. He's laying on the floor. They sit him up, and then it's like, it's not down the front of his shirt. It's just like in a small circle on his shirt. I don't really get how it got onto the seat. It still confuses me. I mean, I don't know how blood works, but like, that doesn't seem right to me. I guess there's a crack in the seat that light could theoretically get through. Huh. I don't know, man. Guess we just try stuff. I can't see a thing in there. I heard a loud scream. It's good, blah, blah, blah. Can't see a blind thing in the hiding place. It's pitch in there. I really don't understand why my guy reacted the way he did to that. Huh. Well, I guess we just try it.
Objection.
Ah. Damning! Your trembling hand, your pallid expression, your perspiring brow.
It seems to me that is the damning inconsistency here, with the misplaced confidence of your assertion.
Ah, shit. Oh, he has a damning tongue.
You invited, sir.
Oh, I was hoping they would give me a hint. Damn, I don't know. Okay, everyone, so I had to look it up because I didn't want to lose all my lives guessing stuff or take forever, so I think this is one of those cases where you're supposed to press all of the statements and then press a particular one again, I think. So, let's give it a shot. I think I was supposed to press statement 3 again. Which I figured was the one that was where we needed to get what we needed, but I couldn't figure out what else was to present there. But let me try it. It may be wrong. I don't know. But let's give it a shot.
Hold it!
Hold it! So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. God. Use. Naughty shot. Most days I crack the cushion up with my head and have a look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's who I'm fiddle at. I'm gonna go, what? I'm gonna what did I just say? I'm sorry. We've already read this. I thought you were thinking about not a butcher. I mean, I can have a look and see I get under and as plush as the other one, see? Didn't he say that was the, like, McGilded said that was the more comfortable seat though, didn't he? Is he reacting? No. Most of the time, passengers plan themselves opposite. Uh-huh. Some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over my head. I guess he's supposed to react or something. I don't know. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up. Yeah. Truth is, small dark places. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that scared me so bad. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. What you got, bitch?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? I'm actually recording this days later, so I apologize if I seem a little confused. I had stopped playing because I didn't want to like take forever, and I was kind of frustrated because I was like, okay, I don't want to lose all my lives. I don't want to look it up, so I had to like take a day, and I was like, I'll just look it up. I mean, it's fine, you know what I mean? Use. Oh, I do apologize. Was there something that meant to count? That's not the right. Use. Not a that, but I can't think of the accent. Oh, I do apologize. Was there something that matter counts? Why is he southern now? Yeah, use. I do apologize. Was there something the matter council? There we go. I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps? You feeling guilty? I don't know. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no, it was nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad, shut up in the dark. It was terrifying, so it was. I see. Yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. Yo, same though. And I don't know about yourself, But I find that the doctor seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well. Well, your other senses get heightened, right? Yeah. I suppose it does. Maybe. What? Miss Lestrade? The fuck? Did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Okay, this is really fishy now. Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Bejabbers! There's no need to tell the whole world of me for you, bulls, you little scamp. What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue. Yes? What should we make of that last statement of hers? It's significant. Oh, I thought they said the same thing. I was like, it's significant? It's profoundly important. Muy importante. My lord! I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing.
Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it.
Put your hair on straight, man. Huh, I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless, Bing Bong, Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. I was straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring. Does that contradict something I have? Hold on. Well, okay, I know it contradicts What's-His-Face's testimony, but, cause he was like, I heard a loud bang, right? Like, or a loud thump when the, body hit the ground, which I don't know what it was. Do I press this now?
Hold it!
So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time? Since the moment you hid yourself? Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGill sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah! Would you Adam and Eve, eh? What a mug! So then, all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I decided to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was. Uh-huh. Huh. Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder? I'm gonna say no. It doesn't add up! Miss Lestrade, what you've just told the court makes no fucking sense. It's clearly at odds with the facts. Ah!
At odds! Are you sure, man?
Absolutely. I don't know. It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. Bro, did you notice something too and you're not gonna point it out? You're just gonna let him get away with murder? Savan Zeeks realized it too. Well, I'm starting to think our guy is guilty, but I'm really hoping that's not the case.
Counsel! I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicated, complicit party's name at the very least.
It's either he did it, she did it, and he's covering for her, or he's covering for one of the people on the roof. Because if they stabbed the guy and dropped his body down, then it would have made a loud bang. You know what I mean? Like, if he was just chilling in the seat, it would not have happened. Plus, if the door was locked, I mean, did he see the other guy get on? Like McGill did? I don't know if he mentioned that. He said he was sleeping the whole time. So like, but the door was locked. So I don't know. I don't understand. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Yes, my lord. I don't know.
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilded snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think. Smack! Yeah! There's something else she should have heard. Him getting on the bus? What's his face? Thrice mice? Thrice Mason? Fired thrice? Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that... Oh, allow me to elaborate on a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Yeah, right, Thrice Fired Mason. She should have heard him get on the bus. Because he wasn't on it beforehand.
Take that!
Take that!
Thrice fired, Mason!
Or him falling, I don't know, one of the two. Yes, my lord, the sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Oh, shiz wagon.
Order! Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel!
Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded? That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight. So, you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And, from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, wasn't it? Waiting for this swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? It's raining bodies. No, huh? We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Ah! You better fix your ears, lady. Why does he look so mad? I'm actually gonna save and call this an episode here real quick. Like I said, this is a day later, so I don't remember how much I recorded a couple days ago. But I think this might be at about like 30 something minutes. So I just want to make sure I don't make it too long. But hey, sorry I'm in rare form right now. I feel like I'm really over the top. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your patience in this episode getting out too. I had a really busy weekend and Friday as well, so a lot going on, but everything's okay. So I'll try to have a full week of this at least 3 times this upcoming week. So, but yeah, as always, feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite, or subscribe, whatever you guys are feeling. And until the next time, lights off, dark out.